I wanted to understand a bit more about your initiative. So is there something specific you can tell me about nutrition, specifically when it comes to kids in schools? Are you implementing the training material in public schools, private schools?
Okay, maybe let me take you back. The purpose for this is really to showcase our materials and also to share them with others. So the idea is, first when we started with the project a couple of years ago, we started with a component of production and marketing. Then we realized that also the end users, especially the children, they need nutrition and food safety. So this, now where you ask your question, this look at mothers, pregnant mothers, how can they take nutrition and food security? So it's an education to promote nutrition for mothers. And then that one, after that, it goes to parents now to train their children. And this material is now made for parents to educate their children on food and nutrition. And this other book, Nourishing the Namibian Child, is to promote nutritional food at the school level. And then you can find even children going home to tell their parents that this food is not perfect for us. So this is one of the very successful components in our project because it promotes nutrition for children and mothers. So we have a lot of people that have done this training, and then it was taken over to others. Again, there's a cookbook here where people to use local recipes, local food, local recipe to produce material recipes, and then they use that also to cook. So people will now see how they can prepare food healthy ways. Yes. And also with the teachers, the importance with the teachers, they play a very important role in a child education. So if this goes to school, they will go further and further, people understanding about food nutrition and cutting off on unhealthy food. Yes, at an early age.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I actually have a question because you mentioned the involvement of mothers specifically. And I acknowledge that as very important, especially because the mothers are like, they have the main responsibility over the children, at least in terms of a primary care. But I wanted to understand if in your interventions you actually consider how the fathers might actually play a relevant part in this aspect. Are they, or rather, do you have sensitization sessions, for example, where you try to include the men to try and ensure that they also not only understand the initiative, but they also partake in making it more sustainable? Because the mother, yes, is responsible, but if the father is also there in the house, they should also have an active role, right? So I wanted to understand if that's something you consider in your interventions, and if yes, how and how effective is it?
Yeah, okay. I'm laughing because that's a very good question. And, when we design our project, we really target women because, like, for instance, in Namibia, women are the one that really prepare food. But obviously, the father is most of the time, they're the one who buy food. So I think that is very good. But I think we have, obviously, when we invite for our training, we can also invite fathers. But I think the bigger focus is on women. So I think it's something that we need to really take in consideration. When I go back, I will ask my colleagues if fathers are also included, because the very important part is they are the one with the purse, they buy. So it's what they buy. So that is very, very important. I will ask that question when I go back to my colleagues in the office. But yes, the mothers are normally the one that are preparing food, and yeah. So that's where we target it. Our bigger percentage is really women. But obviously, a father that is interested can be part of it.